So what do you do when you lack motivation? In your business, motivation can be fleeting. It can be here 1 second and gone the next. And here's what I found is the best thing to do is some days I don't feel like getting up and building my business and doing the stuff that I want to do. And so what I've learned is that when those moments happen, the best thing that I can do is learn to cultivate the motivation. This goes beyond just discipline. We hear people say, be disciplined, do it even when you're scared, do it when you don't want to. But sometimes, like when it comes to creating video content or things like this, the energy that you show up with it in matters. The energy that I show up to make a video like this matters. And so sometimes I don't feel motivated to make a great video, and those videos kind of stink when I put them out there. When I create ads that don't have the right energy, they kind of stink when I put them out there. So how do I build up that motivation? It's not necessarily motivation that I build up, but what I do is I take some time to think in my mind about the outcome that I want and why am I doing this, and reminding myself of why I got started. I remind myself of all the wins that I've had. And I build up inside of myself an internal temperature, dialogue, and environment in my thinking that keeps me aligned with the goals, vision, and ideas that I have. And so what that does is it keeps me from letting how I feel affect what's happening. I have great days, and I have days where I just literally don't feel motivated to show up in my business. But I do show up every single day, not because I have a boss that's over my head or says I have to do it, because as an entrepreneur, you don't have those bosses. You don't have somebody that's telling you you have to do this. You might have your bills that are telling you that, but beyond your bills, like what is motivating you? Not wanting to go bankrupt might be motivating you, but beyond that, that's not really a great motivator. So you got to grab a vision for something that is bigger than just yourself. It's bigger than just what are people going to think about me. It's about what is the impact that this is going to have. So I always think about what is the impact that me making this video going to have on people that I'm reaching online? What kind of impact is this going to have on people's lives that I want it to affect them? And then I think about what can I do that can help somebody today? What is something as well that I'm not bored of talking about all the time? This is another thing that I'll do. If I'm lacking motivation, I'll think about what's a topic that I love to talk about all the time. What's something that I enjoy doing? And what this will do is this will fire off the dopamine inside of me to get me more excited to do those things. So sometimes if I'm lacking motivation, what I will actually do is I say, okay, I have to do these 10 things over here. Let me actually pick the one thing that I really want to do, and that will help me gain the ability to do that. Have you ever heard the term eat the frog, do the hardest thing first? That is good to do on a regular basis, but when you are not feeling in it, you're not feeling excited, you're feeling a bit drained, you're feeling kind of tired, one of the things that I like to do is instead I flip it and I do the thing that I really want to do more than anything else to motivate me, to gain the motivation to then do those other things. At the end of the day, though, you're responsible for how you show up in your business, what you do, and what you're willing to put aside. Make sure that you prioritize what's important. Prioritize what is going to be profit producing in your business. I want you to think about, okay, what are the activities that I need to do that are going to produce a profit for my business, not just busy work that feels like you're doing stuff in your business? I talk with people all the time. I coach them and they say, Jeremiah, sometimes it just doesn't feel fun for me to build my business. And that's the thing. It's not always going to feel fun. It's not always going to be something that you're just like, oh my gosh, it just lights me on fire to do these types of things. Making videos like this, I do them all the time. It actually does light me on fire to do that, but sometimes I just don't want to make a video. Sometimes I just don't want to record. Sometimes I just want to sit around and watch Netflix or play video games. And what I got to do is I got to say, nope, you know what? I'm going to put that aside. And I'm going to start to imagine and visualize in my head, who are the people that I'm impacting? Who are the people that need to hear the message that I'm talking about? Who are the people that I know that are going to benefit from this the most? And I get a vision in my mind of those people. I start thinking about them. I start thinking about what is the message that I know can help them the most. If I'm really struggling with this as well, here's something that I did. ChatGPT has this voice mode where you can talk with the AI. And I told it, hey, listen, I want to come up with some ideas for video content to create. Can you interview me about what I could talk about with my clients to help me brainstorm ideas? And literally the AI that'll talk back to you in ChatGPT started asking me questions that gave me ideas for 2 or 3 pieces of content. It's incredible. And these are some great things that you can do. So if you're lacking motivation, a couple of things that I love to do is I'll either go distract myself and do something real quick that I've been wanting to do. I'll do something in my business that I've been wanting to do for a while. Or then what I will do is I can also dialogue with AI and ask it to give me ideas. And usually 9 times out of 10, I will start to have that motivation. If I'm still struggling with that, you know what I'll do? I will go for a walk, or I'll go take a shower, or I'll go eat some food. Sometimes I'm just tired because my blood sugar is low. I will go play with my kids for a little bit. I'll go do a chore that I've been putting off. And so what these things are is these are, again, quick wins that I can do in my life that then gives me the motivation. It starts triggering in my brain ideas for what I could be doing in my business. And this happens all the time for me is what I do. As an entrepreneur that works at home, sometimes, listen, what's more productive for me to do? Sit on the couch, sit in front of my computer, scroll social media, hoping to gain motivation, or getting up from the computer, running the vacuum for a little bit, and then getting an idea for a video and then sitting down to record that video? I'll tell you the answer. It's not scrolling social media. It's not sitting on the couch hoping to get some motivation. It's going to do the thing. I'm going to go make some lunch. I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to go do something like that. And those things, I say take a shower because sometimes I don't like right away in the morning, or sometimes I do at night. And sometimes I might take 2 showers in a day to motivate me. Anyways, don't need that visual. I'm joking, some of y'all. But like with that, it's like I don't worry about getting it perfect or sticking to like, okay, I have to do this. Right now is my working time. So I got to sit down and do that working time right here. No. I play around with, in my mind, what is going to get me into the right state of mind to where I'm going to be able to show up at a high level for my clients, to where I'm going to be able to show up at the level that they expect, to where I'm going to be able to show up and create content that people are absolutely going to love. And when I do that, everything works out 10 times better. I get out of my head, out of my own way, out of trying to protect myself of what everybody's going to think about me. And it just flows for me. And I get into a flow state. A flow state is a state of mind where everything is just flowing easily. It's coming easily. And I'm able to share these thoughts and these ideas, and I'm not second guessing them as I'm sharing them. I'm putting them out there. I'm getting them into the public sphere, and it's creating the impact that I want. And my friends, if you can do this, if you can create a lifestyle of that in your life and in your business, it will help you far greater than you ever could imagine. Listen, if you're a mentor or a coach and you want to get more clients in your business, I'd love to work with you in the Wealthy Coach Academy program. I'd love to see what's it going to take for you to go to the next level in your life, in your business, to get the results that you want. And I'd love to help you by coming alongside you to help you build that with you. We have a trial of our Wealthy Coach Academy program. You can try it out for 14 days and work with me to help you get those results. We'll talk soon, everybody. Have a good one.